Hi, I'm Randolph Miller, and welcome to Bounce Around Charleston. It's the third year for The Color of Music, and Lee Pringle will be here to tell us more about that. And then there's a Hope for Healing Walk sponsored by the Dream Center. Jeff Lineberger will be here to give us the information about that. And then don't go anywhere because there's great music by Post Cobra. Okay, we're here on Bounce Around Charleston, and I am so happy again this year to bring back Mr. Lee Pringle.
Thank you.
Director, and what is that other title?
No, I'm not the director, but I'm the founder and general manager.
The founder and general manager of the Color of Music Festival.
Yes.
A wonderful event. Welcome back to Bounce Around Charleston.
Thank you, Bounce, and thank you.
And this is your what year?
This is our third year.
Woo, your third year. And so tell us, what is the mission of the festival?
The mission of the festival is to highlight the enormous contributions that Black composers and Black classical musicians have contributed to the classical music genre. So most people don't know, prior to Amadeus Mozart, there was Chevalier de Saint-Georges, who was from Guadeloupe. He was the son of a plantation owner and one of his slaves. But there are many others who have been a part of the origins of classical music but got no notoriety, and this festival is a 7-day event that allows the world to come to Charleston and learn and experience and be a part of just an incredible week of brilliant musicians.
But Lee, tell me, what pushed you into this?
Well, America, unlike Europe, has more than 2,000 orchestras, and the European model is a state orchestra. So for the United States, orchestras have to do programming that will, number one, satisfy its patron base and keep people coming into the orchestra halls, and ballet and opera have the same challenges. To change that model and to incorporate things that are outside the norm is a challenge for every orchestra. And so we're in a unique position where we can become a carve-out and support classical music's endeavor, but highlight this major contribution that they don't have the ability, based on how the structure is built, to really hone in and focus on. So this is why we started the festival in 2013. And thanks to the Charleston Symphony Orchestra for being a leader in this community, and Spoleto Festival USA, we have the perfect footprint to continue a mission that is only focused on Black composers and classical musicians.
Because you know something, Lee, and I've got to say this, we never really associated Blacks with classical music.
No.
We never really did.
No.
And you have brought a wonderful piece to the Low Country.
Yes.
That also educates the adults and our children.
Most importantly, our children. And that was the mission of the festival in its early days, and still is, that we will inspire young children, but in particular young Black kids who typically are disadvantaged when it comes to the economics of private lessons and having exposure to classical instruments at an early age.
Okay, now explain the efforts to elevate Black women in the classical music arena.
If you rarely see a Black conductor on an American's top 10 orchestra stage, it's nearly non-existent that you will see a Black female conductor.
Wow.
Many of whom have studied classical conducting at some of our best schools, but they don't get an opportunity to do that. So we have a symposium series this year focused on Black composers and Black female conductors. Yes.
Because you hardly ever see that.
You hardly ever see it. And Black women have been conducting, most of them are known for choirs, but many of them have focused on the classical aspects of conducting.
Wow. And then your desire is to also educate the children.
Yes, we have a very, very robust education and community engagement program headed by Julia Ellen Davis.
Okay.
And Julia Ellen has been involved with children for many years, running Head Start here in Berkeley County and in Florida. That effort is to bring all of our focus schools, which CD8, which you're very connected to,
Yes,
Charleston
I am.
Development Academy, Mary Ford, Sanders Clyde, Shakora Elementary, and I might be missing one, but I apologize. But we are also partnering with Charleston Promise Neighborhood,
Okay.
whose focus is to go into those schools and bring underserved children to events that they normally would not have the ability to get
I am
into.
so happy about this because I have a young man in my church. He's a second grader. He picked up on music, just no one taught him.
Yeah, natural.
Natural. And I want him to see this because I do believe that down the road, he's going to be someone to reckon with.
I would love to meet that young man, and in fact, we have several sponsors who stepped up to do that, and we're looking for additional sponsors. So if there's a business or an entity that would love to bring underserved kids, not only from Charleston County, but Dorchester County and Berkeley County. And we have schools as far as Orangeburg that bring their piano classes to the festival as well.
Okay, so who should attend these events?
Anyone who has an appreciation for classical music, and if anyone wants to become educated on the contributions that composers of African ancestry have contributed to it, they can come see that. And if they've never seen one of the masterworks by Beethoven, in fact, we're doing Beethoven's Ninth Symphony with chorus and orchestra, and we're doing the German Requiem Sunday, the 25th, in honor of the Emmanuel 9. And so there's just a kaleidoscope of various things to do on every segment.
Let me tell you something I saw in your brochure that caught my attention. We normally hear the phrase double trouble, but in the brochure it says double treble,
as in treble clef.
Yes.
Yes, there's a very unique duo called Double Trouble, and it's organ and piano, and they're going to be doing one of our spotlight performances at Grace Episcopal Church on that Saturday, the 17th, October 17th, at 5 p.m. And they are a powerhouse. And if you've never seen pipe organ, and piano together,
wow,
you're going to be blown away. It's a Memorex moment.
Okay, now the inaugural gala.
The inaugural gala is a big deal for us. It's our first fundraiser, and I preference that because we are trying to establish that one event where the white community, the black community, and Latino community can come together, enjoy wonderful classical music by black composers in a formal setting if they choose to. So you can come to the concert and not go to the gala, but we're asking the community to get dressed up in black tie. Women go out and buy a dress and come next door to this beautiful grand ballroom of the Gilliard Center. I don't know if you've toured it yet, but the Gilliard Center is so incredibly beautiful. We're just excited that our gala evening is the bombastic Beethoven's Ninth Symphony and a gala evening combined.
Okay, so now tell us where we can go get tickets.
You can go to colorofmusic.org, and that's the European spelling of color. That's C-O-L-U-R, of music.org, and you can get information about the gala, or you can call the Gilliard box office, and the Gilliard box office is open until 6 p.m. every day. They're there now from 11 to 6, so if you go to the Gilliard Center, and I'm sure you'll have that up on the screen of where they can go and get tickets.
And the date of this event again?
The special events start on October 12th, which is a special presentation by Professor Nicholas Butler at the Charleston County Main Library on Negro slaves and imperfect fiddles that were designed for them. And then we'll have the spotlight starting on the 17th, and then the festival starts on the 21st, which is a Wednesday through Sunday, the 25th, and it concludes with the German Requiem in honor of the Emmanuel 9.
Okay, thank you, Lee Pringle, for being on
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Color of Music. Okay, you need to come out and enjoy classical music. Okay, there's a wonderful walk event coming up, and we're going to tell you more about it after this break.